Well, hello everybody and good morning. I really hope this works out well. This is going to be a different video for sure. Um, and a lot of people have requested, and I hope you can hear me well. I don't want to raise the gain too much on this microphone because otherwise, um, if I record something, it's going to become overmodulated. So, to all of you joining me this morning, welcome. I see no chat, but that's I don't know why. Maybe nobody has um, written anything on the chat. But today's video is mainly going to be just me editing, and a lot of people have expressed, their desire to see what that looks like. And without further ado, that's what I'm going to do. Hey, good morning, Remy Pasión. And here we go. That's my screen here. And I'm just editing, by the way, for your reference. This is the season finale. I just started editing last night, so I only have like 5 minutes. This is the season finale for the Lewis and Clark trip, and let me show you what it looks like, kind of. As I let me know if you can hear the audio well as well. I should move this to this side just so I can monitor real quick. And I know my voice is gonna be a little soft, but hopefully the rest sounds good. Here we are, less than 400 miles from the finish line. The last leg of this epic trip. Destination? The Pacific Ocean. So what are we waiting for? I'm riding. Yes, you can all see that's a new intro I'm working on. And hello everybody, and welcome. I'm not gonna be able to monitor the chat much as I'm editing. This is just gonna be like, me. We're gonna do this for about an hour, and then I'm gonna go have lunch. But welcome everybody, and probably I'll take a break like at the halfway point, and and talk to you guys a little bit. Take a break. But right now, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm doing. This is as you notice, I'm working on a new intro. I still haven't been able to film the truck and the trailer going over the bridge, but this is what it looks like. And Adobe Premiere here is very configurable, so this is the way I like my layout. But you can change the layout all kinds of ways. They even have a layout for vertical video. This is where I am right now, and I thought it would be a good idea to do a map. Our next point of interest is Sacagawea State Park, at the confluence of the Snake and Columbia rivers. But first, I just recorded that, by the way, that audio, and maybe I should lower the system audio just a tad. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Let's do a map, and those I do with Motion 5 here. This is the program that I use, and I already preloaded this map here onto Motion 5, and I already checked the route that I took in my Google timeline, so I know which route I took. I'm just gonna do the Bezier tool here, and let's just let me get rid of the mic a little bit so I can get closer to the screen, and then we'll be back. We're going from here to here to here to here to there. We'll just leave it there. Now we're gonna do select all, smooth. I don't want all of them smooth. This one is a hard one. like to keep them smooth for the most part because then they look better on the animation. So shape. I'm gonna make it red as we usually do. I'm gonna make it about 15 wide. An arrow at the end. So that looks good for the most part. Doing that sucks. Now, let's go back to shape. Keyframe. And let's do is in. And we've got our animation. Let's go to the whole group, properties. I'm going to zoom in to 200%, and at the group level we're going to start somewhere around here. We're going to tilt it just a little bit. So it looks more like a physical map. Keyframe, no, oops, keyframe right here. Now, I'm gonna do another keyframe right around here. That looks good, huh? So let's save this and let me share this. Export movie. I already named it. I found out at some point that naming everything consistently is very important. So LC 2022 is Lewis and Clark 22, episode 21, and this is from the Snake to the Snake and Columbia Rivers. Let me go full screen here real quick from the Snake and the Columbia Rivers confluence. So now I'm gonna save this in a folder that is called graphics, and I just I don't wanna. Here we go. That goes under graphics. And now we're gonna go back to Adobe Premiere. You already saved it. I'm going into. Oh wait, you guys can't see. Here we go. Back in Adobe Premiere, I have it here under this folder called graphics, and here's our file. And I'm just, I forgot to make, graphics right here. I have a bin called graphics inside Adobe Premiere, and now there it is. That's our animation, and I'm just gonna drop it in the timeline. Yeah, it's a little longer. I sometimes I clear in and out. Sometimes to estimate what length I need, I just do an in and out, which is IO on the screen, and over here it tells me the length that I need. I made it 8 seconds just to be on the safe side. So 7:13, that's what I need. Clear in and out. I'm just gonna, I don't know if it looks better. Our next point of interest is Sacagawea State Park at the confluence of the Snake and Columbia Rivers. But first, yeah, it's good there. Let's drop it in the main timeline here. Our next point of interest is Sacagawea State Park at the confluence of the Snake and Columbia Rivers. But first, and this was not part of the plan, there's a sign that says Charbonneau Park, half a mile on the right, so why not? Charbonneau was, of course, Sacagawea's husband. This time, yeah, I did raise the volume here, but I don't need to raise it yet. Let's go all the way here. Yeah, because I changed this. The map wasn't in the original plan. This town, by the way, is called Ash, Washington. Okay, let's do that. I have an overlays folder here with all kinds of stuff like my dates and interstate signs, all kinds of things. Doing it the easy way. So I just gonna copy and paste that into my main timeline here. And we're gonna do Ash, Washington. By the way, it's called Ash, Washington. There's a campground and a boat ramp. And that's all I have so far. I have up here all my, this is my AX53, my GoPro 9. And here we have the 3 GoPros on the roof, front, left, right. So let's see what's next here. This town, by the way, is called Ash, Washington. There's a campground and a boat ramp. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, by the way, Premiere tells me which clips I've used and which I haven't, which is very handy actually as well. Here we are arriving in Ash, and I don't know if I wanna. Yeah, sure, why not? Sure. Let's do one more shot, and of course, most of these overhead shots, I just go Command R, which brings me to the clip duration, and I just make them twice the speed. Thank you, Vagando everywhere, for that super chat. Super chat. And now what I'm gonna do here, let me see what I'm doing here. This is just me zooming in on things. Actually, this is already from Sacagawea State Park, so this is the only 1349. Yeah, this is the only shot I have from this Charbonneau Park. There wasn't a whole lot going on there, but I might have a shot of me talking. No, I don't. So we're just gonna do this one. Do I'm gonna finish this song here DJ style. Cutting. By the way, the secret to editing quickly, it's learning all your keyboard shortcuts, and that's what I'm doing there. Now let's refine, zoom in. And here I see where the ending, I should match these two more or less. Doesn't have to, in this particular song, doesn't have to be exact. There, that's good. Charbonneau Park. Yeah, that's just a production note. I'll probably not use this audio. That's good. I'll just use the video. So I just drag the video, or I could just drag the audio. I just drag the video because I'm not gonna use that. I could use it as if I speak over my own voice, it should be Charbonneau Park. Now, okay. Here's my script. Let's zoom out here. Charbonneau Park. More or less. And now we're gonna zoom in. Okay, now I have no idea what that dam is, so we're going to do something about that. And here we go to Google Maps, and here we are in Page. That's where that, no, not Page. It's called actually Ash. Here we go. That's that Charbonneau Park. And what the heck is this? It doesn't say, does it? Ice Harbor, Lock and Dam. What do you know? The more you know, right? Okay. Let's add this one too. We need some music. These are the new files that are not quite finished yet. Let's make it -20 because I'm gonna talk over it. Charbonneau Park. That's it. Now we're gonna do two enhancements. First of all, I like to whenever I have audio cuts, I like to fade those, so you don't hear a sudden louder audio or lower volume audio. So they just fade nicely to each other. That's Control Shift D on Premiere, and now we're gonna do two enhancements to these two files. I have here my effects. We're gonna do warp stabilizer, and we're gonna enhance the saturation a little bit because the Sony AX53 tends to be a little undersaturated. And now once it finishes, it's gonna look a lot smoother. It loses a little bit of resolution, but it's not too noticeable. And while that does that, let me chat with you guys. Here I have him on the other screen. I'm just looking at the chat here. What time is it there, Traveling Robert? It is 10:19 a.m. I forgot to do the time. Since this video is going to be kind of more like an evergreen, I didn't want to put the time. Wow, so much goes into these videos, and the outcome is excellent. And 19, well, it's been 19 minutes doing this, and we have a whole... Well, I had edited part of it already. But we have a whole 5 minutes. No, it's not 5 minutes. What? Yeah, here. 49 seconds. Clear in and out. Let's do a little more, and then actually... Charbonneau Park. let's make it a little more fun, because this looks like a jump cut here. So we're gonna add yet another effect. This one is I have this plugin called Seamless Transitions. We're gonna do an elastic zoom, no, lens zoom, something simple like that. That should work. Let's see what it looks like. I may not want to have the sound effects, but I'm not crazy about it, but sometimes those work well. I'm gonna leave it for now, and if I don't like it later, we'll remove. Now, this is something, since I'm chatting with you guys here, this is not something I generally do. I usually wait until I have, like, like, as you can see here, like a whole paragraph. But let's just record this little voiceover here. Now, here we have some Canadian geese, and it is a beautiful day. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on, so we're gonna continue downstream in that general direction towards Ice Harbor Dam. Next up, Sacagawea State Park. And that's that. Let's bounce. And here we go. I'm gonna name it. Yeah, you can't see this screen, but I'm gonna name it file number 3. And now, here we go. We go to VO. I have my voiceover folder here. And then I have a voiceover bin here. As I said, I usually wait until I have more, but we're just having fun here for a little bit. And that's that. Hopefully I timed it right, which I did. Now, here we have some Canadian geese, and it is a beautiful day. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on, so we're gonna continue downstream. Here we go. This is a one in that general direction to coincide with the zoom. And then at this point, actually, I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit so it doesn't interfere. And usually I lower it like if it is music, I lower it by 20 dBs. If it is just wild sound, I do 10. It depends. Now, here we have some Canadian geese, and it is a beautiful day. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on, so we're gonna continue downstream in that general direction towards Ice Harbor Dam. Next up, Sacagawea State Park. We're gonna go back to the same music we had, which is here under music, and it's California Shuffle. I'm just gonna use a different part of the song. Yeah. Just set an in point there, and of course that's too loud, so music always I lower it by about 10 dBs, 9 depends, and then another extra 10 dBs when there's a dialogue on top of it. So that's actually, I could make this a little louder here at the end. That's gonna sound even better. And here, now, here we have some Canadian geese, and it is a beautiful day. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on, so we're gonna continue downstream in that general direction towards Ice Harbor Dam. Next up, Sacagawea State Park. Now we can try to fade those a little better, but where are we? That's it. We already saw the town, so we don't need to see it again. Actually, there. Not a whole lot going on here. Yeah, we're already there. Okay. Let's see if the side cameras did anything interesting. That would be 6:55. Just vineyards. Nope, not really. Actually, I don't have any shots of the bridge, and this is already at Sanajawea State Park. So, front, here we go. Look at that. When did that happen? That's in the 704, huh? Well, that's of course when I stopped. Gotta show that. Maybe I'll cut it out later. Probably looking at the GPS. Let's see the view to the right. I'm sure we can see the river nicely there. There. Here actually. What's the name of that town? Yeah, that was where we saw the goats. That is Burbank, Washington. Might as well. No, there's not a whole lot here. Okay. Now we have a Lewis and Clark book. That's not it. I know I saw it. Actually, I have a website here that I use as reference a lot. Timeline of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Yeah, so this had to be like on October 16th, the Corps reached the Columbia. So October we have to be close here in the book. So now we do the historical reference. Yeah, there's another reference in the book where they talk about salmon and all kind of stuff, but I'll look for that later. Don't want to bore you with that. Just gonna rough edit this a little bit here. Here we go. I'm just gonna do this. this for now. I'm gonna take a break and take a look at the chat real quick here. I hope Dios mío, I've only edited maybe. Well, let me move this out of the back of me. Maybe an hour of video in 10 to 15 minutes final product. Imagine your days of video. Yeah, this is, I mean, this right now, I'm taking a break because I am going to do some research about the Discovery Pass. Because I know they have a daily and an annual pass. So I'm going to check that out. And we did buy, maybe I talk about it on the video. So I have to look at my own camera. Well, here we have a canoe, just like the ones the Lewis and Clark expedition would have been, sailing down the river on. I believe they made them from Ponderosa pine. This one obviously broke here at the bow, so not river worthy. But yeah, here's the Snake River coming that way, and here's a bend of the Columbia, which goes that way, going west, all the way to the Pacific. And that's more or less the route we're following. Let's walk around. There's a beautiful park here, and I believe they do have a visitors center or interpretive center. So let's check it out. Interpretive center. So let's check it out. Okay, that one I'm gonna use. You can almost imagine a bunch of hungry and tired guys on canoes. I don't know how many canoes they have, coming down the Snake and into the Columbia. Actually, I think I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, coming down the Snake into the Columbia, I guess. Down the Snake and into the Columbia. That's the visitor center. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on the Discover Pass, and that's what I do sometimes. Hey, here we have I guess we had breakfast there. So, yeah, I think this is. I mean, you get the idea. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. When are the bloopers coming out? You say I should do a blooper video. I've done I've done them before for the members and the patrons, but I should do a blooper video at some point. Maybe now when I finish the whole Lewis and Clark. This is called working. Yeah, it is. I mean, I enjoy doing it tremendously. I enjoy the creative process and all that, but yeah, it is. I spend long hours here pretty much every day. Hope Michigan is on your travel list again. Lots of great places to go. Yep, definitely. Probably this fall. I'm thinking if there's a Q23, I'm thinking of going for sure. This makes me really appreciate your effort and work. Very cool aligning the visual clips with the beat and cadence of the music. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. And thanks, Traveling for moderators. This was awesome. This will be amazing as ever. Have an excellent day, everyone. No, thank you, everybody, for being here. This book looks very interesting. Yes, Bob and Sue. It's called Undaunted Courage, and I also have the audiobook version that during the trip, especially, I was listening to, um, as I was traveling. Let me come back here. Actually, maybe I should leave you with that visual of the RV cooking show. Hello, greetings from Toronto, and I'm sorry I ignored the chat a little bit when I was doing the editing, because it's gotta concentrate, right? Hey, Robert, this is awesome. It's just a great treat to see the genius at work. Thank you. Good morning from Michigan. So this is how the sausage is made. Very cool. But in this case, maybe you want to know how the sausage is made, and of course, I do a lot of research. I go to websites, and whenever I forget something, or uh, I try to look it up, but that's pretty much it. It seems to be a lot of work for editing the video. By the way, it's 16:30 p.m. in France. Oh, bonsoir. Bonne nuit. I have no idea. So I appreciate seeing others' workflow and tricks. Gotta get back to it myself. Have a good day. Well, thank you everybody thank you Exploring Coast to Coast for that super chat. Christopher Olson, if you focus on chat, you will not get any job done. That's true, Christopher. That's why I concentrate, and it just I have my flow, and sometimes it is quicker than others. But of course, thank you. It's amazing to see your talent at work. You make it look easy. Thank you. And trailer traveling. The only downside of daytime live stream is no IPAs. No IPA today, but if you are in Europe or like in another part of the world and it is nighttime, go for it. Benita Henderson, this is great work. It is very much appreciated. I'm originally from East Texas. Any plans to visit the Piney Woods of Texas? And Piney Woods, what part of Texas is that? Maybe because we're going to cross into Texas sometime in January. Thank you, Robert. This video will be available to watch after the chat is over. Yes, it will. I'm gonna leave this one. It's gonna be under the live videos tab, but it's gonna be there. So, everybody, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to share with you, kind of. I know a lot of people have been curious about how I edit the videos, and this is pretty much, the main, the main thing. I'm just gonna show you the teaser for not this Sunday. This is not this Sunday's video. This is gonna be the following Sunday. This is the day we've all been waiting for since we visited Jefferson. Okay, it got stuck because these videos are on an external hard drive, so I have to give it a second. This is the day we've all been waiting for since we visited Jefferson, both in DC and Monticello at the beginning of the year. Then Lewis at Harper's Ferry, and Pittsburgh, the Falls of the Ohio where he met up with Clark, St. Louis where they departed, Kansas City, up the Missouri, through Iowa, Nebraska, the Dakotas, Montana, all the way to the headwaters, crossing the Rockies. And now, here we are, less than 400 miles from the finish line. The last leg of this epic trip. Destination? The Pacific Ocean. So what are we waiting for? I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want. Yeah, I should mention I'm watching this on a full screen here on the other side. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and see you on the road. I'm gonna keep on editing.